Do, 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 do. Oh, and we're live. So, Courtney, were you just sitting there waiting? Wow.
Hey,
I'd only hit the button and there you are. Well done, Courtney. I like to see that enthusiasm in our followers, Keg.
it's good.
Oh, maybe you could put your phone on silent
Maybe I could.
so that it doesn't ring like that. Hey, Abby.
Oh, good night. Hello.
I'm not sure if we're just coming on just with a little bit of updates and news, and Keg's very noisy in the background there. Sounds like she's tapping a microphone. It's really weird.
Move the microphone out of the way.
When you do that, that's what it's like you're tapping.
I'm not touching it. I'm nowhere near it.
Okay. It's better now you're further away from it. So yeah, we've just played our hello. I'm not going to be able to say hello to everybody personally because we've got 66. So we're not going to interrupt and say hi, guys. We're just going to say one very big hello to everybody. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for watching the video. For those who don't know, we have just been watching a video, our newest video that we put up and scheduled and premiered. And I always feel bad, Keg, playing it because I don't know, I get them when I put them up, when I used to just put them up on YouTube, I didn't have to watch everybody's reaction. So I used to just sling them up and go, well, if somebody watches it, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. And there's something about putting these videos up and sitting live, watching the comments and chatting to people while it's happening. And it's just, and I look at it and I go, ooh, that's so bad, you know.
I know, everybody loved it. And what you have to remember is we were just doing a live. It wasn't filmed to be perfect. And everybody loved it. So,
yeah. Oh, Abby, you've noticed something different behind me. Well spotted, Abby. You're the only one that spotted it.
Good one, Abby.
Hey. Alison, hello. And I'm not talking to myself. Got Alison Brewer in here. She used to be my teammate in Paranormal Field Investigators. Yeah, we have a little bit. Hello, Mark. How is it over there? Mark Wallback,
New Zealand. Hello.
Actually, I came across another book of yours, Mark. I was going through eBay. I was about to purchase it as well. I've got one of your books. I can't remember the title of it, but I was looking. So we might put that in the book club. So
yeah, we do have a book club.
We do, Mark, in our subscribers. So we might actually have a look. I'm going to have a closer look at that. I was just randomly looking for paranormal books, and it came up on eBay. So
cool.
Got to see that one. Yes, Abby, well done. You're the only one that spotted it. This one here is a new one. That's Baby Jesus, isn't it, Kag? From Tailem Town.
It is Baby Jesus, yes. Not everybody's got a Baby Jesus, but you have.
No, for those who don't know, that's the... I should go and get it, shouldn't I? Okay, there is nothing creepy about this doll whatsoever. All right. And if you look at this eye, whoop, it's almost cataract. It's very cloudy and very... And I'm not saying it's haunted or anything, but it is just creepy and it's very old. And Amy's Crypt actually had it on her episode. So unfortunately, people have been up looking for Baby Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So Baby Jesus is now under, not witness protection, but under...
I was going to say, is it under witness protection?
It's almost safe. Like witness protection, but without the witness part.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's now for all of you who are looking for the Baby Jesus doll. It's Salem anymore. It's safe here in my house. So, although it will make appearances because it is so damn creepy. It was weird because I was driving home with it last night and I had it on the side of the street. And the last thing I said to my tour...
Side of the street? Next to you in the seat?
Yeah, I just been along. We've had how many hours sleep? I didn't get to bed till 6 o'clock this morning. But I put the doll next to me on the seat, and I was joking with the tour. I said, look, I said, if tomorrow you see in the news ghost hunter car wrapped around a tree, deceased, I said, you know the doll got its revenge. And they said, why don't you put the doll in the boot? Oh,
Oh,
oh, baby Jesus doesn't like to be in the boot. It's like, so I got home in one piece, guys. So baby Jesus is there with the headless doll that's hanging off over here. You gotta have creepy dolls, don't you? Not haunted or anything, but you gotta have creepy dolls.
no. No, it wasn't stolen.
No, I'd had to hide her. Unfortunately, there is a lot of people who would like to have her. Him, her, I don't even know if it's a him or her.
Well, it's got to be, I think it's got to be a boy, especially if it's playing the role of baby Jesus.
So, and the reason we call it baby Jesus is Peter from Tale of Town used to use it in the nativity scene as baby Jesus in the crib. That is the creepiest doll. Any little child looking at that is going to go off Christmas completely. It's like, I did find it across the room once. I will say, I don't think it's haunted, but I left it on a chair. I went to go and do a tour. I came back, and in the back room of the church, it was now halfway across the room, face down. And it was just like, oh, that's not creepy at all. So, but there you go. Anyway.
Jenny's, nobody puts baby in the boot.
Nobody puts the baby
in the boot.
Baby doesn't like being in the boot.
No.
Like every horror movie. We could make a horror movie on baby Jesus. But anyway, we just thought we'd pop on. We've just done the premiere of the highlights. Now, don't forget, guys, we're not an editor. If you do go and watch it, it's on YouTube. All right. I don't edit. I'm not a YouTube channeler. I'm not as brilliant as they are. I have limited time. And most of our videos were designed to be live stream investigations. So for you lot to watch live from a phone. So the quality is pretty shit, as is my editing skills. So, but at least it's from being in the moment. So, and the other nice thing about these, you can go and watch the long version. The long version's up. So all I've done is I've shortened it. I've highlighted it, just the bits that happen, and try to run the story a little bit. But if you're wondering, was it all like that? Was there anything else that we missed? Because I've just given the answers and not the whole like Estes and Ghost Box and stuff. Then you can go and listen to the whole lot. It's up on Haunted Horizons or up on our subscriber page. Part 1's usually on Haunted Horizons. Part 2, subscribers. So did baby Jesus just blink? Probably bit.
Probably did.
Probably. Probably. I actually did. You know, when I brought it home, I'm not a big believer in haunted dolls, I must admit. And when I put it in the car and it was sitting next to me as I was driving, I've got to say, it did click in my head a little bit. I'm like, oh, I hope it's not haunted. It's like, it's a little creepy just sitting here next to me, just looking and smiling.
But we had to save it because we didn't know what was going to happen to it.
It would have only been mad time before somebody stole it, and it's an antique and it's creepy, and I love creepy dolls. I don't collect them because they're haunted. I collect them just because they have a creepy look. The next one I want is that mannequin at the Emporium. I told Peter that. The one without the eyes and the crack across the front.
Yeah. All right, cool. Oh, Mark has a Ouija board that's put in someone's tub. Oh dear.
Ooh, very ironic. Very ironic.
Oh, love it. Love that.
Yeah.
Not obviously good for them.
But you don't love it because that's not exactly what you want to happen.
No, exactly.
But honestly, I was driving from the tour because I'd done my tour. I'd left about midnight, and then I had another hour to get across to CAG at Glenbarr, cross country roads. And there's no cars on the road. It was out in the middle of nowhere. I didn't know the roads. And I'm like looking at this creepy ass doll sitting next to me going, why did I put it there? It's like, and Mark, that whole scenario was going through my head at the time. It was just like, I know I don't believe in haunted dolls, but it was just that every horror movie that plays through your mind when you're doing it. So, Ash, Alison, if you put yourself down again, I'll beat you with baby Jesus. Yeah, I did a rescue. I'm sure baby Jesus was smiling by the time I pulled into I looked at it and I thought, are you smiling just that little bit more? That you actually got a home with all the other creepy dolls. So, and so little update, because as I say, if you haven't watched the video, go and watch it. It's not brilliant. It's not meant to be, just in the moment. I'm always going to say that because I hate my own stuff. Yes, we do the ghost box. Yes, we do the Estes. Yes, we do all that. And yes, I tag it as to what I'm hearing, because it's just a highlight. If you don't want to know what we're hearing, go and watch the long version. You might even hear something you didn't. All right. This is just, hey, these are the highlights. This is what we're hearing. And that's all it's about. So, and just showing you the place. If you never get there, you get to see it. But an update, because we started back there. Friday, I had my first tour in Glenbarr.
Yeah, you did. I was there yesterday.
I'm just I'll get rid of Facebook and I'll bring up a picture of Glenbarr. Hold a minute. And I will.
So Glenbarr is an absolutely fascinating area, and there's actually 4 buildings you can investigate.
Yes.
So it is really, really cool. We are so lucky to be able to go to places like Glenbarr. Bring the public.
Yeah, it was built in 1842. I mean, we as settlers, and I'm going to say I know there's a much older kind of history here. So I'm talking about the settler version. 1836. That the settlers actually arrived, and then the building was built in 1841. So it's only 4 years after European settlers arrived. And it's only 1 year younger than the Adelaide jail, which again is quite amazing. So I'm just trying to bring it up, guys. Bear with me.
So it was built by William Rankin. He came over from Scotland with his wife and children. And 2 of his brothers. One of them was a doctor, Dr. John Rankin. The other one was a brother called James.
Yeah.
So
that's the house. Yes, May. Amy came with us there. When was it? A while back.
Yes.
Yes, but it was Amy. We were in the background there. We were all doing our thing. No, Amy was there. She's got a 2-part. I think it became a 2-part thing there. So
yeah,
but maybe yes, she was definitely there. What else can I see? So what you can't see.
Sorry, go on.
What you can't see in that photograph is behind the house. There's an old stables with a barn hayloft, which is where they made into a chapel. And then you've also got Kathleen's cottage, which was under the cellar is under that. So it was a great spot. May, it's so special, so very, very special here. I just love this to death. Thank you, Abby. That's one of my photos. I will just say I do love doing nighttime photography.
It's a cool
star trailing and everything else. So at night.
Mm-hmm. So William Rankin's family actually lived there for over 80 years. And it was used as a family home, picnic area for the local people, church services, all sorts.
Yeah. The very first time I ever went to this house, because we were invited, I got an email one day to say that, would you like to come? We're having things happen. And I put it off. It was quite a while before I actually took it up and had time to go there. And I think the first time I was there, behind the house, there is a toilet block, modern toilet block. and I needed to go to the toilet. Actually, that was when we had our first tour. So we had our first tour there, and I was going down to the toilet, but I wanted to do a live stream, not from the toilet keg, but I was going to go to the toilet, which is too much information, I know, and then go down to the barn and get all the cameras to do a live stream investigation because I wasn't actually taking the tour. And as I was going down to the toilet block, I had footsteps following me the whole way. And I remember, and I'm sorry to all the guests out there. It wasn't a bad thought. It was just a thought of, damn it, I've got a guest coming up behind me and I'm going to have to stop and say hello because that's polite with your guests. And I didn't want to. And it's not that I didn't want to talk to you. Oh my God, a ghost just came in the background there, it isn't that I didn't want to talk to the guests. It was that I was in a hurry to get the live stream starting and I didn't want to get held up. So I thought, I can't ignore them. I'm going to have to turn around. So I turned around and there was nobody there. Clear footsteps coming up behind me. The other time was when the door blew open. And I mean blew open. Somebody was playing bagpipes there, practicing the bagpipes. And there's a double, like French doors that were locked. Boom! They just blew open. I was hooked. Absolutely hooked on this place. So... I want to do a live stream. Of course, Alison, doesn't everybody do a live stream in the toilet? Or is it just me?
Sorry, but Hubby's just brought my tea in for me, but that's all cool. So what did you have happen on Friday then? Because you were there Friday, weren't you?
Yeah, Friday, I was very lucky, not lucky as a business, but very lucky as an investigator, that I only had 4 people on Friday. And rather than cancel, because we're just getting to the end of the fringe, so this week's kind of slumped a little bit, I thought, you know what, it'll be fun. And I went all the way up to Glenbarr, and I had 4 ladies with me, no men on site at all. And it started in the house. I thought, oh gosh, we've got 4 hours. How are we going to pan this out? I thought, you know what, we'll go upstairs and we'll put all of them in lockdown. So each one of them in a room, bedroom on their own, with the door shut. And there was 2 in one room because the son didn't want to go in on his own, and then 2 ladies in the other 2 rooms. And I sat on the stairs. Now, you've got this staircase that goes down a little bit. Then you've got this really dark glass door that goes into this little extension. It's an old extension that has showers that have been put into showers and toilets. So I'm sitting there watching that. And then it does a 180-degree turn and goes downstairs. So I'm sitting there and I could hear footsteps downstairs. You could hear clear footsteps on the stone slate floor. And then in the glass area where the toilets and shower was, there was a rap on the door. It's not an external door, it's an internal door. It was like a dum, dum, like that on the door. And then movement in the little back extension there. Now, I'm going to say at this point, I might have started to get a little bit, not anxious, but I wanted somebody there, because there's nothing worse than your ghost tour guide going, hey guys, while you were all having a quiet time in your rooms, I had all this happen. You missed out. So I rapped on the closest door, which was a lady, and I said, hey, can you come out here? And she came out. We both sat on the stairs, and she just caught the tail end of somebody moving around downstairs. She had heard the knocks from her room and the rapping. So we thought, you know what, we'll work the hallways. We've never done the staircase. So I put a girl halfway down as bait, as you do, with all the equipment around her. You don't mind sitting there? Oh, by the way, I'll just put this here, this here, this here, this here, all the way around you like this. And then I put the music box, the paranormal music box, at the foot of the stairs, just a bit back, covering the whole of the hallway. And it was weird because we started to ask questions, and then the music box went off. So I said, hey, let's set up this. You say yes to the music box and a no, short one for no. Thing is, it wasn't just the music box. We had 2 or 3 different triggered objects, bits of equipment going off. And it was like, well, that was cool, but it could have been coincidence. You know me. It's like, yeah, guys, that was cool. Maybe the music box had a bit of glitch and it was doing it. And then I said, well, let's move on to another area. And the music box went off. I have never known anything like it. It just would not. It was almost like it was frantic. And we had Ghost Box, please stay. And it was like, well, we've got to move on, but you're quite welcome to join us. So it was really weird. And then we went down into the cellar and Tash, yes, you were there for all of this, Tash. So there you go.
Hi, Tash.
Tash Eames is on. She was there. She was one of the 4 ladies that was there on Friday. So she'll back all this out. Now we went down. We did move on. We went down into the cellar. And I believe, guys, some of you Patreons, I'd left a abandonment in the cellar for you guys with the cottage on top of it. And you guys were saying that you were, I was looking at your comments, you guys were saying that you were hearing footsteps and stuff going across when we weren't anywhere near it. We were off into the house at the time. So we went down into the cellar. Now, Tash, you said, well, I went on their Esther's. And I was about to say, I'll go on the headphones, and it said my name, Alison, because there's another girl on the headphone. I'm probably rambling a bit. I've had no sleep in 2 nights, guys. I'm totally, is it punched?
I am.
It doesn't mean drunk, guys. It means I didn't get home till 6 a.m.
exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I put a lady on the headphones for the Estes, which is a ghost box with the headset, so they can't hear the questions. They can't be biased. And nothing really was coming out. It was just random rubbish. And I turned to the other 3 ladies and said, look, I'll go on it because I'm used to hearing what's on it. And immediately the lady who had the headset said, Alison, like that. And I was like, oh, okay. Put the headset on and running through. Apparently I was having a full-on conversation according to Tash. You were there, Tash. You said I was answering every single question. They were asking what she did for a living, and I was coming out with mop and clean, right on cue. I don't know. You know, the world can be full of coincidences, but, you know, it was very, very odd, very odd. Yeah, Rosemary, you were hearing all sorts upstairs, weren't you? But it wasn't us. Tash will tell you we were actually in the house. It was quite amazing with Barbara. I haven't listened back to it myself yet. So, cool. But there you go. That was my update. But then you had last night. So what happened last night? With
Excuse me. Yeah, we had 2 groups there last night. I started off in the house. We had the music box. We had all sorts of equipment out, but we had the music box upstairs on the hallway. We had a music box downstairs by the dining room. And the rest of us were sat in the lovely parlour. While one of the guests sat on the staircase, and she was reporting hearing both of the music boxes going off. And there was 2 different music boxes, so we could tell which one was which was pretty cool. And then what we found, we're having a bit of a laugh to start off with, and the EDI was going off every time, flashing all the different lights on it. Every time we was laughing, it's almost, and that followed us all the way around. It's almost as though there's probably, I know there was a lot of children in there because it was used for Girl Guides, and it was used for children during the war, when if the father got to the war and the mother was out in the fields. The 2 ladies that was there, they used to look after the other children as well. So there's lots of children involved. Plus the Rankin family had 7 children of their own as well. So it's almost as though there was children there enjoying what we were doing and having a bit of a laugh and a joke with us. And then in the cellar, they were reporting hearing noises from upstairs, which would have been the cottage.
All right. So they had that as well.
Yes. They had the same sort of thing. And what was also interesting as well is my name came up about 4 or 5 times in the whole night.
Oh.
So CAG came out, which is a bit weird.
It is a bit weird. especially with the video I'm doing at the moment, which is Masons, where your name came out a lot. Okay?
My name might have come out.
I have to talk to you off screen to see how much you want up there. So.
Oh, I can put it all up. It's all good. No problem.
Can I? All right, you got no problem with it.
No problem with it whatsoever.
To everybody out there, that it's the Masonic Lodge on North Terrace. It'll make sense once I do the video, as long as Kag's happy with it.
No, I've got no problem with it whatsoever. So
I'm just going to answer Kirsty. Can I just answer Kirsty's thing? She was hearing footsteps and they heard a male voice on the abandonment as well. Here's the interesting thing: there was only females there. Me, 4 girls, 4 ladies. Yeah, there was no males on site at all. Mm-hmm. So to hear a male voice, I'm going to go back and listen to it. What else did he have?
It wasn't too. We went into the barn for the first time because we've never investigated the barn before for some reason. So we went in there, and I was teaching my group because that was where they used to house the boys. They used to split the boys up from the girls. So the boys had to sleep in the barn, and the girls actually slept upstairs in the main house. Okay. So I was teaching my group different songs. You know what the kiddies would sing. And have you ever heard of the song Pizza Hut?
No.
Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. So anyway,
did you just make that up, or
no? And I was teaching my group that, thinking if there were young boys in there, that's the sort of thing they would love, wasn't it? You know, they love the songs and the movements. And
they don't even know what McDonald's was back then.
No, but we're just having a bit of fun with them all. And actually, we had the musical box go off twice by the doorway. So I think somebody was running out and going, oh, my gosh, I can't cope with this. But we had some weird things happen last night. Musical box going off. And yet the place that I thought we'd have a lot of activity, which was a chapel, we had nothing.
Well, that's not true at the end, was it? And I'm just going to answer Alison Brewer. We've got to get you on for a ghost cast, Alison. It's here. I do have it. Alison knows what I'm talking about. So, yes, it would have been interesting to see the spikes. But I didn't have it last night or the night before. It's waiting for you. So, because when we were, I arrived, I wasn't going to come, but I arrived, and I will say I arrived with a bottle of wine because my job was finished. I wasn't working anymore, and yours was nearly finished, and we were staying the night. Yeah. So we thought we'd relax and have a social little chat afterwards.
But till 4:30 in the morning.
Arrived, we went upstairs into the chapel, and we had a lot of fun. And interestingly, every time, because we were by this point, everybody was tired. You and I were exhausted, and you get silly. And we were cracking jokes, abusing each other in front of the tour, like you do. Yeah. And every time we did that, the ball would go off, wouldn't it? It was almost like every time we laughed, every time we had humour, it would go flashing off. And then I don't know what happened after that. I put headphones on. So
we put Alison on the SDs, and we did say. We asked all sorts of things. We tried to get it to call her names. It was, can you call Alice? Can you say the lady with the funny things on her ears? Can you say her name? Can you say Alison? And then can you say bitch? And it went, okay. I said, well, can you do it then, please? And then quite a few things came out. It was quite interesting. And then Damo asked, what do you think of Alison? And it said idiot.
Well, I said idiot. Because I'm the one on the headphones. I could hear people laughing, but I couldn't hear the questions because I'm right at the other end of the room with it blasting in my ears. So I'm abusing myself, really.
You are, yeah. It was hilarious. It was so funny, but it was a great ending to a long. It was a good night, a long night. It went actually quite quickly. Yeah, we just had enough things to keep everybody amused. We didn't have anything major, but that was fine. Yeah. It was a good night. You gotta love Glenbarr.
And then we were there, and I left at 5, I think it was.
4:30-ish.
Yeah, it was more near 5, I thought. And by then, half the bottle had worn off. So I thought, you know what? I can't put up with snoring from Kag.
I know. I'm sorry.
Damo. Actually, I can because I sleep with you all out. Oh no, that came out wrong.
That sounds bad, doesn't it?
That sounds bad, but when we travel, it's not bad. I just, when you're exhausted and you just want to wake up in your own bed, so I just went. And that was yes, it's been an interesting. I do love this place. I'm just going to bring it up again. Glenbarr, Homestead. That's only a small shot of it. It's much bigger. It's got cottage. It's got the stables. We've got another one. We only do it every couple of months. We've got another one in May. I'm not sure how the bookings are going for that because I haven't looked. And then the next one, May, June, July. We've got one in July, end of July, haven't we?
Yeah.
But we don't do them often, but it is extremely special to us.
Mm-hmm. It is. So, it is.
Hello, Pocket Watch. So, what else have we got news? We've got a live stream on the 24th, I think it is, 24th of March. We have a live stream investigation back on North Terrace, back at the Freemasons Lodge there.
Yes, on new venue.
Building. So, and then the actual investigation tour kicks off on the 29th. I'm just doing a video on our investigation. And for those who follow Amy's Crypt, all right, she's done some episodes there, but the original episode, we've got her on the next video. So what we like to do, I will say, what we like to do with Amy is if we find new places to investigate, we kind of put that, hey, you should have Amy's Crypt here. And she does the same thing. So we like to share our venues, which is awesome here in South Australia. Yeah. So, and it's lovely cool. that we're not in competition. It's like, hey, how about sometimes we do it together, sometimes I'll get you. Well, I'll always get you in, even if we do it together, and vice versa. So
yeah, exactly.
It's been a great. She's such a genuine, lovely person. Honestly,
she's
like
gorgeous.
Our daughter, isn't she? If you haven't watched Amy's Crypt, okay, go and look her up. She is genuine. They don't put anything on. I do know Jared and Amy, and she is very, very passionate. She's been to places around the world that is. I wouldn't even think of going to because of dangerous.
No.
And not because of ghosts.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm talking about life. Life and limbs. So, no, I can really... And the other one that we are really good... Paranormal Quest. It's just... And Paranormal Encounters. They're the three that we've kind of embraced. They're our kids.
Well, the YouTubers.
Yeah, they're so genuine. And they just love what they do, so... Well, that's a little update. So if you haven't watched the video, guys, go to our YouTube channel. It'll be the last video that put up. So if you didn't get to watch it live, it is up there. Go and have a look at it. Don't expect Amy's Crypt.
Oh, for gosh, shush, woman.
I've just been given some cheese. Don't know what Michael's making. Something with cheese. I am hoping it's a lasagna keg. Oh, pizza. This is why we have to go soon, guys. Oh, is that how you found us, May? Through Amy's Crypt? Yeah.
Cool.
She is so gorgeous. We adore her. In fact, we've got to catch up with her this week for lunch. So
we have,
she lives down the road. But she's my daughter, as far as I know. Sorry, I shouldn't eat cheese when I'm talking. It's so rude. By the way, I'm looking scruffy. I'm not in my usual Haunted Horizons gear because we're knackered. We are
absolutely exhausted.
We've had no sleep. Tonight, I will crash tonight. Tomorrow, I'm back at work. Hey, if you haven't done Haunted Horizons Murder and Madness at Zedward, come book in. It's all about the murderers that were put in there, so we look at their stories. So that's
Pocket Watch. Excellent. You found this through Amy's Crypt as well.
Excellent. Pocket Watch. That's lovely. That's great to find out. So it's lovely that. Did you all watch? Oh, I just watched it. Did you watch Amy's birthday one?
No, I haven't. I need to catch up on Amy's birthday.
She's got our beanie on. I just made a comment. Nice beanie. because it's got the little torches in the front that she uses. So yeah, look, that's what's coming up. Keep an eye on. If you haven't, Facebook is not putting our posts in your streams, guys. I'm noticing that it's not pushing. It's now getting to the point where Facebook wants money to get in front of you, to get posts in front of you. To combat that, if you want to see what we've got coming up, if you want to see the live streams, investigations that we do for free for you, then you need to click. I forgot what it is, but you've got to click somewhere. Somebody can probably tell you on here. You've actually got to go and say you want to get these posts. So go to your settings on our page and go, yes, I want these posts. Because otherwise they're just going to not come to you. I know we put photos up and diaries and, not boring stuff, but we do the other stuff as well.
Exactly.
And tag your friends when we go live, yeah. So,
Liz Kay, excellent.
A request to go on the other side of the world to find 2 awesome channels in my own backyard. That's
cool.
That's cool, isn't it, Liz?
Love it. Love it.
Look, yeah. I'm glad you found us. Now, as I said, don't ever expect us to be an Amy's Crypt and a Paranormal Quest. All right, I'm not an editor. I'm not a filmer. We're a tour group, but we do love to bring live investigations to you. I think Michael's killing something, Mike.
Okay, so you've got to click on the 3 little dots on the right-hand corner.
All right,
of the main page. Push all, not this highlight.
Okay. All right. So click the 3 dots just to recap, because Kags just said it, and I like to repeat what Kags just said. Adjust the settings to click to all, not just highlights. Otherwise, you'll only get the highlights, which may not actually be highlights. Who knows what Facebook sends out to you? So.
Oh, it was Glenbarr in Strathalbyn.
Oh, yeah, Olivia. Yeah, hang on. I'll bring it up. We were here. So we used to investigate Gladstone Jail. I haven't been there for about 10 years. Because, whoops, that's not a good look.
Oh.
Whoa, that was scary.
It was.
Wrong button. It's... with Michael. Michael knows I'm live streaming and he's killing something at the moment. He's grinding up a body.
Well, mine did. It's getting cold.
Yeah, I'm going to go. We'll call it a night, guys. But lots coming up. Live stream investigation here on Haunted Horizons.
New venue.
24th of March at the Freemasons Lodge on North Terrace, huge building, which Amy has done, and I'm just about to put our ones up with Amy. For all of you, thank you so much. I do want to say thank you so much for supporting us. We love coming on and just chatting around with you and everything else. So thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for not ripping them apart because I'm not that professional. And thank you for joining us on everything that we do. We love it. Whether you do a tour or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, just you being on the page and liking us and chatting to us like we are now, that's more important to us because this is why we do it. We're passionate about it and we love to share. So
cool.
Oh, Rodney. Right. Oh, Pocket Watch. Rodney's a mate. Oh, you're going to be seeing him on our next video, Pocket Watch. That should be out hopefully next week. I'm busy editing that one when we did our first live stream there. And Amy and Jared were there as well with Rodney. So you're going to be seeing Rodney again. So, all right, we're going to go. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy what's left of your weekend. And we will catch you again at some point. So,
bye.
Bye.